Family was good. Your boy TOJ. It's been a minute, man. This coronavirus thing and it's not easing up, and a lot of us are already ready. I mean, I got 20 cases of water, and keep in mind, I have been stockpiling food and stuff secretly for like a month now. Like before they even had these school closures coming, because I saw this coming since January. I've been watching several videos, and what I don't like is the black people's response to the coronavirus is that we kind of automatically, I'm getting the phone close because my windows are down, but we as black people take this shit so lightly. As a whole, men don't like going to the hospital as it is. Black men barely go to the hospital, and black people as a whole, we are not what's called doomsday preppers. A doomsday prepper is the kind of person who already has like water, essentials, toilet paper, canned goods, and shit like that. My issue is down here in New Orleans, we have survived Hurricane Katrina. Okay, I've survived without electricity. Now I've used my truck car battery and a power inverter to run my business until the power lines came on. That's not the situation here. Okay, the situation in New Orleans is that we already have a bunch of cases of corona. We had one fatality, an older black dude. I don't know his age, but the fact of the matter is, they are now starting to limit the amount of people in a restaurant. They are now implementing a curfew. Okay, bars can only have up to like 30 people in them. Okay, and that's included with the staff. And Walmarts there are fights, literal, like end of the day fighting for supplies. When all of this time you had people buying outfits, getting on Instagram and Facebook flossing all their brand new shoes, when you knew damn well at any point Trump would have issued some kind of mandate and locked your state down and locked your city down. And now at the last minute, I'm looking at people on World Star making coronavirus drinks. There's even a drink on Bourbon Street called the fucking coronavirus, made with the beer. So it's just, I'm already ready for it. I'm going to keep on making money until they stop me. But at this point, all my utilities are paid, and fortunately, I work physically outside in open air, so I'm safe. I'm only 45 years old, mint condition, high white blood cell count. I'm straight. Never been sick. I haven't caught the flu or a cold in at least 2 years. Maybe just a cold. Never had the flu a day in my life. So, all this stuff is situational. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us are just gonna have to be realistic about what the fuck is going on with this virus. This is a once in a lifetime situation. No state has ever been through this. Okay? And my issue is with the black church. I seen a flyer on Facebook 2 days ago. Come on to the church. Your faith in God. Pray over, the virus, and we're gonna heal you. That's some bullshit. You don't take and risk the lives of elderly people, okay, and talk them into coming to a church that's airtight and air restricted with all these old people who already have illnesses on top of them, more than likely getting sick from this coronavirus. This virus is serious. They already canceled, let me rephrase. They already postponed French Quarter Fest till October, and they already, I'm serious. I think they're gonna cancel Jazz Fest. Jazz Fest takes place in May, which is kind of a couple of months away. Okay, right about, I'm not gonna say 14 weeks away, but it's a little ways down. So I don't know what the police are gonna do, but this is something not to take lightly. All right, so kind of stay with the CDC, watch as much news as you can, and just keep in mind that washing your hands does work. People always see, oh man, hand sanitizer ain't enough, which honestly, hand sanitizer really ain't enough, but I handle cash all day long, so you don't really know who nasty ass hands been on that money you've been spending. More importantly, you don't know who hand has been touching the doorknobs. So I got boxes of Dial soap. I have Theraflu. I take my vitamins every day. I drink kombucha. I drink apple cider vinegar. I'm doing all the precautions to keep my gut, my stomach as empty as possible. I don't even like eating, to be quite honest with you, because a lot of your immune system rests actually in your digestive system. A lot of what you eat can affect how you wake up, if you sleep late, if you're groggy. You know what I'm saying now? It can give you high blood pressure. So I try my best to have, as much of an alkaline diet as I possibly can. And I almost go nowhere. My wife is freaking out because she's one of them idiots that love to party at night and go to Bourbon Street and all that shit. I don't go nowhere. I'm a workaholic. Once I'm home, nigga, I'm watching Pose. I might watch Son of Anarchy or some kind of little, biker show, and that's it. About an hour and a half with the TV, I'm ready for the next day. All right? And I might lift weights at, 5 o'clock in the morning. But outside of that, I don't really go nowhere. So, I'm kind of like already in the target zone of those who actually do social distancing. Okay, I don't have any friends as it is now, probably Reggie and 2 other people. And I only see them at work. All right? So it brings me to this asshole. I forgot this guy's name. I'm going to tag his name in the video. You know the guy I'm talking about. He went viral. This motherfucker bought 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer. Him and his brother. And they drove from Chattanooga, Tennessee, like Matt Corbett or something Corbett. I can't think of this dude's name. But he drove, states over and was selling bottles of hand sanitizer, dude, at $70 a bottle on eBay, and they shot his ass down, which they should have. All right, I'm 100% cool with that, bro. During a time of crisis, and they're having this pathogen in the air, and people are getting sick. Why would you do that to people that can actually die, or elderly who potentially need this stuff to sanitize the environment in their house? And you're gonna steal this shit and jack up the price? This is gangster capitalism, bro. At the end of the day, you can make a living, but don't make a killing other people. Okay? You can make a living without hurting people. I went through this after the hurricane. After the hurricane, when a lot of folks was evacuating, the price of gas was going up. There was gas stations jacking the price of gas through the roof. There was hotels price gouging people. And mind you, these were people who were under mandatory evacuation. This wasn't like a bunch of motherfuckers went on vacation like, well, we're going to, gangster style, put 15 people in one hotel room. No, this was a bunch of families who had kids and little ones and elderly and invalid relatives who just had to have somewhere to go. And I remember these people, they made the news, this Middle Eastern type of, hotel owners, like, it's $98 an hour or some kind of, they had like a crazy rate, and a police and the governor from that state had to come down and say, no, bruh, that's completely illegal. You can't stand charging somebody. And I knew what it was. They was charging $98 a person. So even if it was like a couple of families who could like chip in some money, and the rooms were minimal, they had minimal amount of rooms, they was trying to charge a cover charge, $98 a person to lay on the floor in like a hotel lobby or some shit. I mean, they was getting as many bodies in that place as possible. This is not that. These are people that are infected. They're coughing. So when somebody gives you money, somebody gives you cash, basic soap and water is actually good enough. I use Dial soap, and I have like a little Lysol spray in a bottle. I wash my hands with Lysol. The virus has been active since December of last year, really since November of last year. So we're on month number 4, and the bodies are still piling up, and the cases are still coming up positive. So you can, this is something that's not going to end anytime soon. But I suggest you watch the Joe Rogan video with Dr. Osterholm. Joe Rogan, I think it's up to like 17 million views. But this is the one doctor I've come across who's giving the most comprehensive overview of how bad this virus really is. Also, you can watch the governor, Andrew Cuomo, today just did a press conference on what public density is and how to lay public density out. I personally believe your church should offer some daycare services temporarily for free. but Creflo Dollar bitch ass is out there making a cash app available so you can pay your fucking tithes. Are you kidding me, bro? I'm out, y'all. I'm on a rant right now, bro, and I'm on my way to work. I haven't done a video in probably a week, but Jody, I did get your email too, bro. I'm gonna do your video probably tomorrow. Right now, man. It's just we doing this coronavirus shit day by day, and I do work in a public service industry, so who knows what's gonna happen between now and I guess the summertime. So it's your boy TOJ. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Holla back.